Okay, today we're going to look at accessing email via the internet for both employees and students. To get started, we'll want to open up a browser window and in the address area put webmail.hamtramckschools.org. Once we reach that page, we should get something that looks like this, where we're going to enter our student or employee username and password. For students, the username is your 700-digit number followed by students.hamtramckschools.org, and your password will be your 8-digit birth date, just the numbers. An employee, their username will be their first initial, last name, followed by only hamtramckschools.org, and your password will be the same password as you used to log into your district computer. Here's an example. Here's the web page. That's where you type it in, and it comes up. And once again, we're going to enter the username. This example happens to be an employee username, and the password. Once again, students will use @students.hamtramckschools.org, follow it with a password of your birth date. Employees will use @hamtramckschools.org with the same password you log into the district computer with. If you've never logged into your email through the internet before, you'll get a box that looks something like this. It's necessary for you to select your language of choice. In most cases, that will be English, and also the time zone that you are working from. And in the case of Michigan, that's the Eastern time zone. After you've made those selections from the drop-downs, go ahead and click Save. This box may or may not come up depending on whether you've logged in prior. If you've checked the box that says don't show this again, you won't see it. If you have not checked that box, you will see it. And you can either say yes or no here. It won't affect the functionality of the application, but it will perhaps make it a little faster for you to log in the future if you select yes. This is what you should see. This is what the web browser will bring up. If you want to create a new message, just click the new message button and you'll be able to do that. If you want to read an existing email that's been sent to you, click on the email message and it will show up. Let's take a look and see what that's all about. Let's give it a try. So I'm going to open up the Google Chrome browser. Up in the address area, once again, I'm going to type web.hamtramckschools.org. It did autofill for me because I've been there before. Here's that box I was talking about, or that screen. I'm going to type in. This is an employee login, so I'm going to use that hamtramckschools.org. And the password. Here's that box I talked about earlier. I have never selected this, and I'm going to say yes, keep me logged in. I look here now and I see that there's been 4 emails sent out that I have not opened so far. If I wish to view one, I would just click on the message. It shows up over here. I could read it. I could, reply back and whatever needs to be done. If I need to send a new email, perhaps I found something in here and I need to share it with someone else, I could click New Message, and I'm ready. I'd put the address of who I'm going to send it to, add a subject, and write your information in there. When you're finished, you want to make sure to log out in this area right here. Click that, come down to Sign Out, click it, and we should be logged off. It takes a moment, patience. We're now signed out. It says it's a good idea to close all browser windows. I'm going to go ahead and close the browser windows. Back to my main desktop.